Oh my. So you're the cat who swallowed the canary. Or tried to. Looks like you still have the feathers in your paws. Did you now? Or did you really think you were going to stop us? Let's be realistic here. You wanted to try and be the big hero, but you bit off more than you could chew. I see, from that look in your eye, that it's a bit of a hard pill to swallow. You've tried, and you were oh so close. And yet so far. You poor thing. Oh, forgive me for my laughter. I mean, no offense, but I can't help it. You really didn't think you were going to take us all on in one fell swoop, right? You can't be that stupid, right? Oh dear. I only recently joined the team, but even I know not to rush headfirst into something without weighing the risks. I would think you heroes were smarter than that. But that's something I've yet to find true. Me? Mock you? Oh no, not at all. I actually quite admire your tenacity. It's something I've seen in heroes like yourselves, but none as strong as you. A little cliché, perhaps, but it's true. None are as determined or as morally put as you. Darling, why would I want to do such a thing as interrogate? In fact, I find that the most ridiculous and tedious task to be asked of any villain. It's so straightforward, and the answers are so obvious. Besides, that would merely become ammunition for your righteous anger, and nobody wants that. Not even second-rate villains like myself. If I were really trying to manipulate you, I'd be saying things you'd want to hear. I'm doing quite the opposite now, aren't I? You seem to be unhappy with any answer I give you, so that's not it. The other villains are much worse in that regard, I assure you. Not all snakes speak in half-truths. You're disappointed with yourself, aren't you? You did what you could with what you had, and it didn't work out. It's fine, really. Don't beat yourself up too much. It leaves an opening for others to exploit, and, generally speaking, it doesn't help the matter. Though, if it helps you feel any better, I find it quite cute. Your outfit is actually pretty unique. Unlike those cookie-cutter Power Dog or Fantasticat costumes, which most supers tend to dress up in. Anything against the trend is far more attractive in my view. There's the proof in the pudding. You really are cute. The others would rip you apart, but I'm curious. I want to know more about you, and why you became a hero. I know your story isn't like the others. Far from it. I need to know. And we have the time. But that looks rather uncomfortable up there, doesn't it? Well, don't you catch on fast. You are indeed correct. I won't just let you go so easily, you know. I have been directly told to deal with you. But in their foolishness, they gave me the freedom to choose. Oh, don't be so frightened. I don't wish to hurt you in any way. I merely wish to know more about you. And I will tell you about myself. After all, heroes have to know the reason why they are determined to fight their villain before they do, right? In exchange for this information, I will let you in on some of my story. And then I'll let you go. We can finalize the deal once I lower you down to ground level. Here, just hold on tight. My tail will assist. Still unsure, Makes sense. You'd never trust a snake any which way you looked. Though I quite despise how others think of my species, I hold no judgment against them. I assure you, my deal is genuine. No tricks, no lies, no faults or flaws in this deal. I guarantee it. But if you still don't trust me, I'm afraid I'll just have to do a little bit more work in convincing you. Oh, aren't you just adorable, trying to put up an act? Face it, the others may be frightening because of their physical strength or body counts, but they respect me for my talent alone. Gentle coils and hypnotism through sight allow me to steal with no harm to anyone. I'm not stealing anything today, of course. I merely wish to know you. Your story, your personality, everything about you I desire to know. That way, we can become familiar with one another. I think that would be beneficial for both of us, don't you think? What's that? My eyes. They're changing color, aren't they? Oh dear. You really ought to look a little closer. The color is changing, yes. But they're not so bad, are they? They're not fast at all. They're going at the pace you like them to, at your preferred speed and volume. You're not dizzy at all, dear, and don't worry about yourself falling over. I've got you right where I want you. My coils will hold you tight and close, and they are gentle, too. Do you feel them? Aren't they wonderful? So smooth and soft. Don't you feel so relaxed, like you could just fall asleep? Oh, don't actually fall asleep, silly. I was merely noticing how deep you were in this feeling of relaxation. Light as air, and yet heavy like a blanket. Keep going, sinking slowly into bliss. And tell me when you are ready to tell me your story. Darling, dear, please do not apologize. You're doing so well. I bet it feels just as good for you as it does for me. I'm guessing you haven't felt like this in a while. I'm not surprised. You must have a story to tell. Whenever you are ready, you may begin. I didn't realize how bad you had it. Yet your good heart led you to become stronger, despite your trauma. I knew you were different, but that's not a bad thing. The others have been deeply unkind, and frankly disrespectful to you. And yet, you retain the same heroic nature. Those soft yet brave eyes. Oh dear. See, my hypnotism also reveals the true emotional states of those I captivate. You've been holding this boulder on your back far too long. Take your time, as much as you need. I'm thankful to have learned why you became a hero. I bet you'll accomplish great things in the world, and I hope you do. Now that I have gotten what I desire, I shall tell you my story. I promise to make it brief. I wasn't always this way. I used to be human, just as normal as anyone else. I was an intern for the local zoo's veterinary department, and was assigned to the reptile house. I always found them quite underrated, and never understood why people were afraid of them, even despite that fateful day. It began like any other, and I did my work diligently. It was only when the accident happened that I changed forever. It might seem coincidental, but around the same time I began working with the reticulated python, getting him ready for his shed bath, the nearby science museum had been working on gamma-ray technology in their lab neighboring the zoo. In a completely idiotic move, one of the scientists mishandled the gamma gun, and it fired at the window to the reptile house, hitting both me and the snake I held. The rays completely molded our bodies together, turning me into this. I tried to explain everything to my boss, but he intensely feared and disliked the reptile house. He was already planning to destroy the building, to put in an exhibit for his favorite animal, dolphins. He didn't believe me at all, claiming I was cursed by my work and had been infected by the reptiles I handled. He blamed me for the damage, despite the clear evidence of the gun's mishandling and the ray's imprints on the glass. Then he fired me, saying as long as he was alive, he'd never let me handle animals ever again. Cursing his name in my breath, I found he was right. No matter what job I applied to, even if it wasn't vet-related, they declined my offers due to my transformation into this new species. I vowed revenge on the world for treating me and the animals I loved so much this way. Until reptiles are respected as much as other animals are, my job will never be done. Oh, don't feel bad. In fact, you're the only one who's felt that way for me. The villains only took me in due to my skills. They don't respect me as a snake person. The only one I've told this story to is Hammy, because he was once a former hero like you. Even if it's false, he's just really nice. I would have been his partner, but Crowville was especially possessive of him. It's a shame, as she seemed so kind to me when I was first hired. Now, even Webster steps back, despite him being more feared than I am. Foxtrot doesn't care about anyone, but that's not surprising, because she's an asshole, and it's in her nature. I would work alone, but I need the money. It's not possible to live without it nowadays. I can see you're in a similar situation, from the looks of your outfit. If it was more affordable, we'd both be flying the coop. But that doesn't matter right now. You just gave me even more of a reason to be a villain. To fight the system. Or maybe to see you. Or both. You're interesting. I really like you. And I'd like to see you more often. I bet fighting against a reptile thief is better than stopping just any old cat burglar, right? Yeah, that was a cheap pun, wasn't it? But still, I mean it. I'd like to see you in action. Not in this sort of unarranged meeting. The next time we meet, I'll come alone. And you should too. The others, you shouldn't bother with. They'd make a mess of things. Here, I'll give you my number. Oh, I forgot I'm still holding you. It's okay. I'll just take the phone from Webster's desk for just a minute and put my number in your notepad. It's not the villain's line, I promise. It's one of the only things I'm able to afford now that I've joined the group. Thank you again for speaking with me, little hero. I'm grateful to find someone like yourself to talk to. And maybe stop by the next time we meet? If you happen to forget what I look like, just remember my name, Whiptail. Oh, I should ask for yours as well. That way we'll remember each other. What a beautiful name. Fitting for such a valiant hero. Well, as much as I'd love to sit here and chat, the others will be returning soon from their dates. And don't worry about the hypnosis. You'll be bright and awake in just a second. 1, 2... There you go. You don't feel dizzy, do you? Oh, you're welcome, cutie. Now, you should get going. They're going to be here any minute, and I wouldn't want them to find out our secrets. I'll make sure they don't lay a finger on you, all right? Okay, darling. See you soon.